Yo, what up, yo? It's your boy EM. If you want any new videos, any new exclusive music that's straight from the motherfucking street, holla at your boy at EWDY_MIRRORS@AOL.com. You dig? I want to touch on a motherfucking topic today, you know what I'm saying? As far as that, I'm in the motherfucking streets, for y'all that don't know. I think, it's always good to do some shit different. Please excuse me, I just came from Wendy's not too long ago, so a nigga kind of full, you know what I'm saying? So, if y'all don't understand me in this motherfucking footage, I'm gonna try as best as I can to repeat myself, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I wanted to jump in straight to 1998. 1998, I was fucking with Chaka Khan's son, you know what I'm saying, in New York. I explained to all you motherfuckers earlier in the footage how we was hanging out and all of that, so I'm getting a lot of emails and a lot of people commenting on shit like they're lost or they're not following through well. Now I'm gonna tell you motherfuckers something. I set up all my videos as far as my commentary. I set that shit up in order, so if y'all too slow to follow, y'all can email me if y'all get lost. Alright, but yeah, this is 1998 of May through when I got released from jail in September 1997. After that, not too much took place within the year of September of 1997 to the end of that year. But as far as the ending of that year, you know what I'm saying? Not too much happened, but I'm gonna explain all that other shit on my other video. So while niggas was gangbanging in the streets, hanging real tough, no homo, rapping, hanging out in the streets, slanging and banging pretty much, I met up with the nigga in New York. Not like I knew the motherfucker was gonna be in New York, but he went out there before I went out there, I got a message on my voicemail, on my telephone at my crib, that he was already out there, he left me a voicemail or whatever. So I had some peoples out there in New York, which he didn't really believe me. So when he was already in New York, I was on my way out there, but it just took me some time to get out there because I was living from check to check at this little bullshit job I was working, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell you where it was at, but I was working at this little pharmacy, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of my hours was getting cut, you know what I'm saying? But I eventually got my shit together and got out there, you know what I'm saying? I was staying in the Bronx, 183rd and Davidson, not too far away from 184th and Grand Ave, not too far away from Fordham Road, Jerome Avenue, all of that whole little area of the Bronx. I was pretty much there, but I was on 183rd and Davidson, right there in the corner. So when I went out there, I guess a family member of mine gave D, my people's number. You know what I'm saying? So when he gave D my people's number, when I mean by D, I'm talking about Chaka Khan's son, When a family member of mine gave D my number, D called me, and he was staying in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. He was in Brooklyn, New York. Bay Ridge Ave and 4th Avenue. In between them avenues, you dig? So we used to talk a lot about rap, you know, working on shit together, all of that. But you know, motherfuckers were too busy in the streets trying to hustle their way out the hood, so he was kind of like in a different position from what I was in, you know what I'm saying? Because at that time, you know, we both had our shit established, but I don't know how his life was like, because I ain't talked to the nigga in quite some time, you know. After seeing that nigga, after I got released from jail, after kicking it a couple of times, we didn't really much touch base like that. So a lot of people was around, you know, during that time as far as niggas he was fucking with. You had Buckwheat out of the 818. Spelled his name B-U-C-C-W-E-E-T. He had a motherfucker fucking with him named Daryl. But Daryl, I don't know if the nigga was from Pakistan, but he was mixed with it. I know that for a fact. He was like Pakistani and black. You know what I'm saying? But we knew him as Devil. I don't know if that was his rap name or nickname, but we knew that motherfucker. Like, he introduced me as far as his name. He introduced me as Devil, but he used to overhear, you know, D calling him Daryl. But I knew the motherfucker as Devil. Drop bundles. Now, I don't want y'all to get shit twisted. You know, I ain't talking about the rapper Stack Bundles. I'm talking about family and member of mine. His name was Drop Bundles. Drop Bundles was born in the Bronx. Pretty much grew up in Gardena. And you had myself, which is EM. So during that time, we used to record a lot of music at D apartment, because D just got his apartment. I don't know if it was his, but you know, he had a little spot where he was trying to make shit happen at out there in Brooklyn. So I think he was either planning on moving other places, but you know, this was the type of motherfucker. He was always on the move, so he wasn't in one place all the motherfucking time. The nigga was everywhere. You heard? So it was a motherfucker. I used to come pick up music for him. I mean, the nigga used to pick up music from him. He was an Italian dude. I know him and D had a good bond between each other, but they was always talking fucking Italian every time I came around. I know the nigga was pretty much older than all of us there, but it was a motherfucker that always used to come in and out the door, you know. He went by, we knew him as Rich, but I guess his name was Richie. Everybody knew the nigga as Rich. It was an Italian motherfucker named Rich that was, I guess, his executive producer. He was a fucking poker player and a cokehead, but he never did the coke around us, you know what I'm saying? The nigga, when it was time to get business done, he was always, you know, serious, but you know, I knew he was a cokehead because we've been in numerous of times, you know. I ain't gonna put too much out there, but it was numerous of times, you know, he was just sloppy, you know. And I caught the nigga red-handed, you heard? So niggas used to, you know, watch a lot of fucking movies. Donnie Brasco, Usual Suspects, Natural Born Killers, Goodfellas, Witness to the Mob, and Belly. So Buckwheat, he was a rapper, a known rapper from the San Fernando Valley. And I don't know how pretty much him and D got connected, but he had a coat problem. He had a coke habit. Buckwheat wasn't shit but a fucking cokehead, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this shit to shit on him because, you know, I know Buckwheat. But Buckwheat, he always been a home invader. He was always known as a nigga going in your fucking house when ain't nobody home. You know, he stole, well, I ain't gonna say how many people that I know he stole from, but he was just a person that I guess that did what he had to do to survive, I guess, you know what I'm saying? That was his thing. He was just, you know, a home invader. So I guess that when he met up with my boy D, they was working on a good project from what I heard, you know, and I guess after they recorded like a couple singles, as soon as they was getting ready to promote the shit, I guess Buckwheat was trying to set up a bootleg pawn shop when D wasn't home. So D had like a 1-bedroom apartment, so he was over there selling shit, trying to sell his fucking keyboard, trying to sell his speaker, just trying to sell shit when D wasn't home. So that's the motherfucker that he was known for. He was always known for either taking from you or selling your shit behind your back. So that nigga D wound up giving that nigga the boot. You know what I'm saying? That nigga was pretty much caught deep in the water where he couldn't swim anymore. So D just kicked him out his fucking house. So in October 1998, D calls me to come over to record. So we recording at his house, you know what I'm saying? But somehow, you know, something wasn't functioning properly in his crib, so we couldn't, you know, get shit going, you know what I'm saying? I was pretty much, you know, feeling it because I drank like a tall can of beer before I went over there. So that's all I had that day. But something that was really stopping us from recording, and that was because something in the studio wasn't functioning properly. So we was talking for like 30 minutes. He was telling me the crooked motherfucking shit Buckwheat was putting him through. Talking about how he had to get rid of him. He was telling me the first time he ever murdered somebody. First time he ever murdered somebody, it was a woman, an Asian woman. You know what I'm saying? Down in LA. I guess like, I don't know how, you know, the situation took place. She was getting off of work or she was coming from somewhere. All I know, he was telling me that she was making a drop out there in Citibank. And as soon as she made that drop, you know, the nigga shot her in the head. And, you know, she was on the floor breathing hard. And, you know, he basically, you know, took the money. And I guess got away. So he kind of like looked at me funny when he was talking about it, you know what I'm saying? Because he said the first month he ever did the motherfucking shit, the nigga couldn't sleep for a whole month. Like the same day he did the shit, the nigga couldn't sleep. You know what I'm saying? So that nigga was pretty much, you know, breaking that shit down, how everything took place, how he murdered the bitch. I think it was real late. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really know too much about it, you know, too much detail, because I wasn't there. All I know that the way he was explaining it to me, this was like before I knew him though. Yeah, I guess they was following the Asian bitch down in LA, and the bitch jumped out the Range Rover to make a drop. And that nigga shot in her fucking head and took the money and got ghost, you dig? What I mean by got ghosts, he got away as soon as possible before police came by, you dig? So we was just there pretty much talking. Daryl, aka Devil, D gave him like some money to go get some weed. So when that nigga was breaking down the first time he ever murdered a bitch, Devil was on his way to pick up some weed. I don't know where the fuck he went, you know what I'm saying? Because Devil, from what I know, like, he told me that, his mother stayed in Alphabet City in New York. But he stayed with a bitch, Coney Island Avenue. So I guess whenever he was staying with his bitch, he'll come, record music with D. But Devil was not a rapper at all, Devil was just an engineer. Yeah, I didn't think he rapped at all. He was just a person that engineered the tracks. Rich was the nigga that, showed him like the ropes in and out of the game, you know what I'm saying? So, pretty much, they had like a good movement that was, going on for them dudes, you dig? So Devil knew like this locksmith guy around the way, Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. So he had a good connection with this locksmith motherfucker. I never knew who the locksmith guy was, all I know that he was a locksmith guy. They used to call the nigga to go pick up something, and they went on and did that, however they did it. I don't even know who fucking Connector was, D or Devil, but whoever Connector was, they had a popping out there in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, you heard? So, after D gave Buckwheat the boot, Devil used to bring a local Brooklyn rapper by the name of Ghost, spelled Ghost. There's a rapper named Ghost out there in Brooklyn. So I guess the main thing was Rich never was there like that, Rich, he used to just come in and out the house to pick up the masters, take it to wherever, people he knew. And, he used to like make shit happen at different studios, mixing the master and shit at other spots out there, whoever he knew. That was that type of guy, he used to just give Chaka Khan's son a ring on the phone, like, look, man, whenever y'all need me to go handle that, give me a call, I don't know how the negotiation was set up as far as, the price ranges and all of that, but Rich was just a motherfucker, just came in, made sure everything was going good, pick up the masters, take it to his boys, and, he'll try to work out some magic out of that, you feel me? So, Devil used to bring a motherfucker around named Ghost. So, they used to work a lot pretty much in the studio, because after Buckwheat was becoming irresponsible, they kind of just moved him out the way and put Ghost on. So when Ghost basically had the torch in his hand, he was taking advantage out of the time they was giving him. Out of the studio time they was giving Ghost, he was taking advantage of that, and I guess making some heat wherever, they was recording at. I don't know where they used to do the majority of the recording. I want to say D house because D had everything set up, but a lot of shit there wasn't functioning properly. I think after a while they got everything to work. They was just, handling their business. You dig? As far as me knowing Ghost, I never met him. I used to always hear about him, but I guess like every time I come over, the nigga would just leave. Or when I'm dead, he'll be on his way and I'll be leaving. So I never ran into the nigga. I don't even know what the motherfucker looked like. I never met him. I heard about him, but never met him. That was Devil peoples. As far as me knowing Devil, yeah, I met Devil through D. As far as that, I never hung out with Devil outside of D spot. Dig? So yeah. So when it was like November 1998, Gold started building a bond with D. He started building a real good bond with Chaka Khan's son, you heard? So that was pretty much getting work done, focusing on the upcoming project that they had going. As time went on, that nigga D was at home one day, and I guess Ghost called him, asked him to borrow $50. So when D offered to give him the money, the $50, I guess they was finished recording. I don't know how the fuck the shit really happened, but I guess they was recording some music. They just finished recording like 4 tracks that night. That nigga Ghost went home. So when Ghost went home, I guess he called D the same day and told D, this is Chaka Khan's son, I advise you if he could borrow $50, because I guess, he needed money for something. I don't even know what the fuck it was. But the nigga asked for some money. D let him in the house. And as soon as D let him in the house, Ghost pulled out a .38 revolver and pointed right in between his motherfucking eyes and told that nigga to get on the ground, you know what I'm saying? Told Devil wasn't there that day, but he told Rich to get on the ground too. So both of them niggas was on the ground. Now I don't want to misguide y'all in anything, but before the robbery took place, Devil witnessed a bad tragedy. The nigga mom passed away, so he wasn't even in New York during that time. His mom passed away off of P.S.E City. So I guess when he found out his mom's passed away, he was so stressed the fuck out. The nigga moved to Connecticut. He moved to Hartford, Connecticut, because he wanted to go back to school. He wanted to change his life around or whatever, stop doing drugs. So, but I guess like after that nigga mom's passed away and the nigga moved out of New York, as soon as the nigga moved out of Brooklyn, he moved to Connecticut and like, I don't know if it was, I want to say probably like 2 or 3 weeks after that, Ghost, went up in that nigga house and drew down on everybody. So when that nigga D was on his knees, the nigga D told me that the nigga came in the house with like 2 other niggas. I don't even know if D knew who those niggas were, but he came in the house with 2 other niggas with trash bags. It was kind of like the movie Paid in Full when Wood Harris was in the house because he got a call from the shorty. Towards the end of the movie when he went in the house, he pretty much got jumped. but it didn't really happen like that. But it was just like a lot of similarities towards the issue that took place at B's apartment when them niggas went in the house and told them niggas to go on their fucking knees. If you open your fucking eyes, I'll fucking kill you. So the niggas, Rich was there at the time. Devil was out of state. And they started just throwing shit in the fucking trash bags, you know, taking shit. And I think Rich, he opened his eyes, you know. I don't know what made him open his eyes, but when they told him niggas to get on their knees and close your eyes, nigga Rich, he started like acting like his eyes was closed, but he was peeking. I don't know if he tried to get a good look out of everybody, but Wild Ghost had the 38 revolver on Damien's head. One of Ghost's partners, he hit Rich with something. I don't know what it was, but he hit him with something. I don't know if it was a fucking something metal. He hit him with a metal object, and he was just gushing. He was just really gushing blood out his eyebrow, dog. I don't know if it was the top of his eye. It was just leaking a lot, man. He was leaking a lot of blood out his eye. Hey, you got sick? You got sick on you? Yeah, excuse me, y'all. Give me a couple seconds.
Only thing is I'm trying to sell it right now because I'm trying to get a hotel room for tonight.
Oh, I don't even got it. Nah, I don't even got it, dog. I don't even got it, man. It's cool. Don't even worry about it, man. It's cool. All right, thanks, man. You be around here a lot? You be around here a lot?
Pretty much.
Pretty much?
Yeah, I think I seen you around here.
Yeah, for sure. I saw. I know your face. So when I got it, you got it, dog.
All
right. But yeah, so back to my story. Excuse me, y'all. But yeah, pretty much, that nigga Rich got hit in the fucking eye with a sharp object and just started leaking blood. You know what I'm saying? So basically, they pretty much took all that nigga D's shit. They took a lot of clothes. They took a lot of studio equipment. They took a lot of jewelry. They took his pillows, his bed sheets. They took everything, man. They left that nigga pretty much naked. The thing they didn't take from them, like the dudes is lucky they didn't get stripped naked, but I know for a fact that them niggas took their wallets, whatever they had in their fucking pockets, they took that. They took their jewelry that was on him. They took their cell phones. Whatever they had on them, they took, besides their clothes. They left their clothes on those dudes, but everything they had on them, shit was gone. And I think that was why, you know, Rich was opening his eyes, because Rich was pretty much scared, but he wanted that good luck, I guess, to, you know, catch one of them dudes slipping or testify against him for whatever, you know what I'm saying? He pretty much knew Ghost, but he didn't know the other motherfuckers. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to more of the story in a minute. You know, I'm gonna smoke this cig, I'm gonna relocate, and I'm gonna holler at y'all with some more info about the robbery that took place at the apartment. You dig? Stay tuned.